I recently went through a famous economics book called Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell. It's over 700 pages long, but the core ideas are surprisingly simple. By the end of this video, you will understand why taxing the rich can sometimes hurt the poor, why making rent cheaper can create housing shortages, and why forcing prices lower can actually make products disappear. It sounds backwards. But once you understand the logic, you start seeing the economy very differently. Lesson 1. People respond to incentives. 025 105. In 2008, the U.S. state of Maryland decided to raise taxes on millionaires. At the time, there were about 8,000 millionaires, and officials expected the higher taxes to bring in millions of dollars in extra revenue. But something unexpected happened. Within a couple of years, around 2,000 millionaires left the state. Instead of collecting more taxes, Maryland actually lost revenue. The lesson is simple. People don't respond to intentions. They respond to incentives. If policies reward certain behaviors, people will follow those rewards. Lesson 2. Every choice has a cost. 105 145. Economists call this trade-offs. Imagine you have $10. You want coffee, a burger, and a movie ticket. You can't buy all three. Choosing one means giving up another. But trade-offs also exist in bigger decisions. For example, buying a luxury car might feel great today, but if that same money was invested instead, it could grow dramatically over time. So the real cost of something isn't just the price you pay today, it's what that money could have become. Lesson 3. Prices are signals. 145 225. Think about something like food supply. Cities like London import food from all over the world every day. Fish from Norway, coffee from Brazil, beef from Argentina. No central planner coordinates all of this. Prices do. When something becomes scarce, prices rise. Higher prices signal producers to make more of it. When supply increases, prices fall again. In this way, prices act like messages, constantly telling producers what the world needs more of. Lesson 4. Price controls create shortages. 225 315. Sometimes governments try to make things more affordable by controlling prices. But this often creates the opposite effect. Take rent control. When rents are forced below market levels, more people want apartments because they're cheap. But landlords have less incentive to build or maintain housing. Over time, fewer apartments get built, and the housing shortage becomes even worse. The same pattern has appeared in food markets around the world. If prices are forced too low, producers simply stop selling because it's no longer profitable. And when supply disappears, shortages begin. Lesson 5. Profits and losses are signals. 315 350. Profits and losses are often misunderstood, but in a market economy, they serve an important purpose. Profit tells businesses they're producing something people actually want. Losses signal that resources are being wasted. If a business keeps losing money, it eventually shuts down. And the workers, materials, and capital move to more productive uses. It's the economy constantly correcting itself. Lesson 6. Your wage is also a price. 350 420. Wages follow the same basic principle. People are generally paid based on the value they create. If a worker helps a business produce more value, the company can afford to pay them more. But if the value created is lower than the wage paid, the job eventually disappears. That's why developing valuable skills tends to increase income over time. Lesson 7. Trade makes everyone better off. 420 445. Trade is one of the most powerful forces in economics. When two people trade voluntarily, both sides believe they're getting something better. Otherwise, they wouldn't trade. The same principle applies to countries. When nations specialize in what they produce best and trade with others, everyone benefits. Trade isn't a war, it's cooperation. Outro plus subscribe. 445 505. Understanding economics doesn't automatically make someone rich, but it does make it much harder to be fooled. Once you understand incentives, trade-offs, and price signals, you start seeing the world differently. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more simple summaries of powerful books, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.